Howdy.
We're live.
Pew, 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 pew.
What's going on?
Everything's going on. How are you, man?
Pretty good.
Excellent. Short timer.
Let's see here.
Wow, I can't stand a pen up. Who do we have here already tonight? Blake? Was he first?
Yes.
Oh, snap.
Lance, Junebug.
Lance helped me out on my last show.
Kurt Bradshaw's here.
Not my last show, but my last show.
Kurt, how was your birthday on Friday?
Birthday. In honor of his birthday,
Pierre
I had a snow
is
day.
here. Hey, Eep is here.
Hello, Pierre. Hello, Eep. What's up?
Television Gamers here.
Hey, Casey got it in on my show while at work. Salvatore as well.
What's going on, Salvatore?
See what happens when I go, what's up? All of a sudden I get yikes. And other terrible things. Oh, there you go.
Blake will be the first in line.
Blake, you better be first in line next week. Why? Why? Especially on my show. I just got done talking with Chip Zanoff a little bit ago, and he's going to be on the show next week.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Casey's heading to a family dinner.
Aw. What are you going to have for dinner? Is it like a dinner out or a dinner somewhere where you don't know what you're having?
Oh.
I mean, there's always the morbid side. You're not having family for dinner. Ew.
Oh, he's going to his parents.
Oh, okay, cool. Don't know what they're having. We'll be waiting to find out.
Happy birthday to Neil Diamond and Aaron Neville. Both are 83 years old.
And John Belushi would have been 75, Lance told me earlier. It's great. Had a surprise party at Dogwood Social in St. Peter's. Very cool. My family's very nice. Very nice. And
one of those in Manchester. Or I'm sorry,
friends. We weren't there, but you know, if only I'd have known, we could have played. The band could have played.
Casey, a little four pack. There you go.
I'm a curious type sometimes.
I've been rewatching the old Royal Rumbles. There's a new one Saturday, so I'm going through the old ones right now.
Outstanding.
It's kind of fun.
Outstanding.
That was some exciting horse racing last night. Oh, Salvatore, the big winner. How about that?
I heard about that. So how did it go? It went well?
I don't know. I was not there.
Yeah, I heard that was coming up.
We do have the bowling league coming up tomorrow night.
Oh,
8:30 Central.
Wow.
And Television Gamer, it's always fun. Yeah, the horse racing show is cool.
Wow,
it's a cool night.
Now, how's the bowling thing work?
What's that?
I haven't done that. The bowling.
Oh, we haven't started. Tomorrow's the first day.
Oh, okay. What are you playing it on?
In television.
Okay.
It's not the original bowling. It's not PBA bowling, and it's not Super Pro bowling. It is Striker bowling.
Wow.
And which is, it's the basic game still, but it's much faster.
You playing it online?
I mean, we're going to be broadcasting it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There'll be, what is there, 6 of us? I think 2 at a time go.
Okay.
Until we've played all 3 of our games. So that should be interesting.
Cool.
I am terrible at this game, I'm not expecting much from myself.
Well, I'll be rooting for you. I believe in you.
I'm pretty sure everyone else will do much better than me. But it should be fun. Yeah, that's going to be on Pete's channel tomorrow.
There's nothing better than when you believe in someone and they are certain they suck and will not be able to perform. I should follow all that up with, well, of course, not with that attitude.
Mr.
Bucko.
I just got a message says get the Atari Game Station Pro for up to 50% off at Amazon. What does that mean? Up to?
I don't know.
It sounds like maybe there's something weird you have to do here. Something doesn't sound right.
They have a whole new department at Amazon.
Let's see.
All right. So okay.
Well, there is a version. There is somebody selling it here for $50. Interesting. Wow. Yeah. That says renewed. So it's refurbished. Okay. But it looks like it's under $80 from other people.
Game Station Pro is $70.50.
Yeah, Casey. Every so often I'll bowl a good game, but consistency in the spares, I can't pick up those spares for anything. Papa P bowled a 300 game the other day. Yeah.
Whoa. Show up. I mean, awesome job.
There was a Flintstones bowling game on PS1. Is that one of those expensive ones?
I don't know.
The pre-order are available now for the Atari 400 Mini. They are. Hey, Miss So, what's going on? Casey's got an Atari 400 Mini on order.
Do you know what the PlayStation here? It says they have Big Strike Bowling. Let's see if there's another one here.
Larry Fine died 49 years ago today.
Who did?
Larry Fine.
Oh, wow. Shoot.
Hey, Metal Torso.
And they have bowling for PlayStation. There's the Flintstones Bedrock Bowling.
Might as well hold revised Game Station Pro. That joystick is junk. Yeah, it is, but I don't know if it's going to be any better. I mean, the button placement is better on the new one.
Well,
but the stick itself, I mean, I was playing live here and I was playing basketball and the guy would just go in a direction. I wasn't even touching the stick. So we'll see if they fix that part. Hopefully it's not just the same stick with revised buttons. They need more than that.
Yeah, I'm not seeing. Those are the only ones I'm seeing so far for bowling on the PlayStation.
I think the key, Casey, is just to bowl 300. That way you don't have to worry about the spares. Flintstones and PS1 is not a real bowling game.
Really? Not a real bowling game?
I enjoyed Super Bowling on Super Nintendo. I really do like bowling video games.
Yeah, I mean, you know that we've always enjoyed the Wii for bowling, especially when you can put 100 pins up there. Love the 100 pin.
And the new bowling on the Switch is really good too.
Here's Brunswick Circuit Pro Bowling 2 for PlayStation. 1 and 2.
Sports Champions 2 for PS3 has bowling, but Wii Sports is better. Sadly.
Sadly, it's better. Flintstone. Yeah, there's the Flintstones again.
Oh, man. Sneezing like crazy here. Hey, Papa Pete's here.
I had a few sneezes today. They were, I like sneezing though. Clears the head.
Oh, there was a horse racing minigame. It was part of the Legend of Mystical Ninja for Super Nintendo. How about that?
How about that?
Yep, Papa Pete Weber.
So today I was talking about with a student. I was talking about that. What was it? The Aerosmith is Revolution X. If anybody has ever played that, let me know.
I remember when it came out. I never played it though.
Evidently, it was out for the Super, and it was out for Genesis. And there's a review of how bad it was out there. I mean, I've never seen it. I've never played it. I guess it's like a dystopian future, and you have to shoot everybody to save the band.
There you go. Eep played it.
Okay, what did you think? Because it was an arcade, you could play it at the arcade. I can't remember all the songs that were on it.
I like the arcade game, but the port sucked. It was on the Saturn too, I think.
Yeah. Yes, I think that is correct.
Saboteur would not play the game because it's Aerosmith music, and then he threw up.
Oh,
Ever play Motley Crue Pinball on Sega Genesis?
Wow. Motley Crue Pinball on the Sega Genesis?
I got to write that one down. I've forgotten about that game. Wasn't it called Crew Ball? Was that?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'll have to look that up. Wow, wow, wow. There it is. Let's see what they got. Let's see what they've got, shall we?
Yeah, it was called Crew Ball.
Crew
That's
Ball.
all I remember of it. Revolution X is bad, but in a fun, cheesy way. It's repetitive. It needs light gun support.
That's what I was wondering too.
There's Kiss Pinball for the PS1. How about that?
I have that. Crew Ball.
Yeah, Crew Ball. Sounds like an insult.
That's what reminds me of cue balls. I don't know. Every time I look at you, all I can think is 14 balls, side pocket. Crew Ball. I'm not even seeing it. Not even seeing it. Not on Amazon, that is, but I'll have to look on something else.
Maybe Revolution X will come out for Amico, a Cousins collaboration.
Oh, shit. Damn. Die. So, you can let me know, Jeff. I just had his name here too. The lead singer of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Anthony
Bourdain.
No. His dad, was an actor, and he was on what 80s sitcom?
I have no idea.
Sure you do. It's one of your favorites.
Well, I might know the sitcom, but I don't know that it's his dad.
It is his dad. It's the same guy. You saw Lethal Weapon, right?
Yeah, I don't remember it though.
Right in the beginning, he does a bust. Mel Gibson's character does a bust at a Christmas tree lot. Oh, I gotta put this up. It's gonna drive me nuts. And his dad is Anthony's dad is one of the bad guys in that scene. He's
What you said he was in a sitcom?
uh-huh.
What sitcom?
He may have been a recurring character in. I'm waiting to see if Pete chimes in. Anybody else going to chime in? Nobody? Huh. Hello. Working my way through the one season wonder of the 70s. Grady.
Was that a spin-off of Sanford and Son?
Yeah, that's what I would think. Lethal Weapon is a Christmas movie. Thank you. It's a living. Family Ties is incorrect. Keep it coming.
Pete's gonna go through all the sitcoms. MASH.
No. Yes, Grady from Sanford and Son.
I was just joking. I didn't know Grady. Why did they think Grady could carry a show?
I don't know. Fish could carry a show.
Yeah, for a season or two.
I remember watching that show too.
Fish?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched Fish.
Yeah.
I did not watch Grady. I don't remember Grady at all.
No, me either.
I mean, the show anyway. I remember the character.
Yep. Keep them coming. Keep guessing. Anything else? Jeff, you got another one? What are some of your favorite classic sitcoms?
Cheers.
You're getting closer.
Night Court.
Yep. He is the he's the gentleman who, there you go. Maude, Seinfeld, Cheers, Facts of Life, Different Strokes. That's what I'm talking about, Pete. Yeah, Golden Girls. Yeah, he was he helped out. He was like an informant for Fielding. And he looked like a bum.
Are you talking about Phil?
Is that no, not Phil. You know what? Did that character change actors?
No, but he died. Well, no, the character stayed the same. No, wait. The character changed, but the actor stayed the same. Phil was killed, and then Phil's brother took over, but it was the same actor.
Oh, okay.
That's the only person I can think of. Because Dan, he was always working for Dan. Okay. And he was a bum.
Well, that's
Pete's still guessing. You're almost there, Pete.
He's already got it. I
found out Aunt Esther was only in about 35 episodes. It seemed like she was in almost all of them.
Wow.
I wonder what happened there.
Anthony Kiedis.
Yes. My Three Sons, Pete. My Three Sons.
What? Is that right? Yep, that's right. Blackie, damn it.
So it's the guy's dad was Phil?
Yeah, and he's died. He died. This article's from May of 21.
Yeah, Phil was in a lot of them. He was pretty funny.
He was 81, been suffering from dementia.
That's not good.
Okay, so I did not know that was his name. What a name. Blackie, damn it.
Wait, that's his real name?
I don't know. I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out. And when I do,
Did you see the game that combines Fortnite and Pokemon? You talking about Pal World? Because I have seen it. Not much of it. I mean, I've heard about how it's selling like crazy. It sold, I don't know, what, 7-8 million or more, maybe, in just a few days. That is pretty crazy. Yes, Pal World.
That's weird. If you look him up on Wiki, it comes up with Anthony Kiedis. That's strange.
Did you see this? Mark Mothersbaugh from Devo said that Spielberg and Zemeckis tried to cast him as Doc Brown in Back to the Future.
What would that have been like?
He would make a great mad scientist. I know that.
Yeah, but he's not got all that. Well, I mean, he does have, I guess.
I don't know if he can act. I mean,
I know he sure can write some music.
Everybody Loves Raymond. News radio. Don't shoot me.
That takes me back to the weirdness of Andy Dick.
Well, he had those big, thick glasses, JWD. Perfect Strangers. Was he Balky?
So his birth name was John Michael Kiedis, but he changed his name. I don't know. He went by Blackie Dammit.
Sounds like maybe that dementia set in really early.
Damn.
Yes, I've seen quite a bit of clips of Eric Stoltz as Marty McFly. I wish they would just put everything of his on a Blu-ray. And
didn't they?
I don't know if they did. Maybe they did.
Hang on. I'll return. Oh, ouch.
WKRP in Cincinnati with a lovely Lonnie Anderson. I like what you're thinking there, Pierre. Oh, was Mothersbaugh on Yo Gabba Gabba?
Maybe it just has his screen test or something on here. Something. Let's see what it says.
Salvatore said, why? He goes, I missed something. Why is Pete listing random sitcoms? I can't explain Papa Pete, Salvatore.
Yeah, that's you can't explain any of that.
Hey, Lemon, what's going on? What's up, bros?
Yeah, I don't know.
The 90s dropped Eric Stoltz like a hot potato.
Yeah. Except Pulp Fiction.
Now, Lemon just got here, but apparently we are listing random sitcoms.
That's the name of the game right now.
Like, what's happening? I love that show. Give me a break. Mama's Family.
Sounds like you're just having a conversation. What's happening? Give me a break.
Like Kit Kat should have sponsored that show.
Amen. Break me up a piece of that Chrysler car. Wait.
Fancy Feast.
That's a good one.
I like how he was trying to guess, and Jim says, "Nobody tell him."
I don't know, man. I thought it would be easy to find that's on here. Behind the scenes, original makeup tests, outtakes, nuclear test sighting ending.
Well, I have the Blu-ray. Actually, it's a 4K. I'll have to check that out. to see if it's
Yeah.
on there. I don't know why you
Yeah.
wouldn't put that on there. It drives me crazy. It's like they own that. Why couldn't they put it on?
Well,
there?
it seems to me that I remember that
Hit the likes.
happening. I don't know. That coming. I don't know.
Was the Weird Science TV show on the USA Network a waste of air? Didn't even remember they had a show.
I would not have remembered. I do now, but all 3 movies, all new bonus features. Yeah, I don't know.
Eric Stoltz was in The Butterfly Effect, one of my top 3 movies. I've never even heard of it. He was also in The Fly 2.
Wow.
I didn't know there was a Fly 2.
Yeah,
There was a
I did.
remake.
I knew it.
Wasn't he killed in the first Fly? Or they just redo it? Someone else, though?
No, I think it was like somebody else did the research too.
No, they decided to make the same mistake.
Yes. Yes.
Was he in Caprica? I don't know what that is.
That's Caprica was a prequel to Battlestar Galactica.
That's weird. YouTube drops ads during live shows now. I had no idea.
Are you kidding me?
So I've had was it YouTube? Was it premium? I can't remember what it's called. I pay for that. It's like it takes care of the whole family. So like all 4 of us don't have to watch ads. So I haven't seen an ad on YouTube in a long, long time, and I'm very grateful. Archie Bunker's Place.
Yeah,
Hulk Hogan won the WWF heavyweight title for the first time 40 years ago yesterday.
Wow.
Yesterday the 23rd? Yes, that's true, Pete. He busted loose from the camel clutch of Iron Sheik, then laid the big leg drop on him, and Hulkamania took off. It had Vanessa Angel in place of Kelly LeBrock. Head of the class. Was he Arvid?
Oh, okay. So that's why. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm just.
The last few shows have run ads during your show. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Thanks for asking.
Rhoda Phyllis. Eric Stoltz played Jeff Goldblum's and Gina Davis's character's son. He was born strange in a lab.
Let's see here.
You know, you know what? I probably the show's probably monetized. That's probably what's going on. If I had to guess.
Okay, so he was in 2 episodes of Night Court. The first one, because I'm watching the first season now.
All right. Well, then it's not Phil.
No, he was in the Computer Kid. Wait, that says it's season 2. How did I jump to season 2?
Who'd win this matchup? Me versus Hornswoggle? Well, me if I can catch him. Ferris Bueller's Day Off with Jennifer Aniston. Was that a TV show?
What was it?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off with Jennifer Aniston. Was that a TV show?
Oh, yes.
Oh, what did Eric Stoltz play in Pulp Fiction? I don't even remember.
He was the guy where he took Uma Thurman to give her the adrenaline. He's the guy that. Yeah, it was he and his wife, girlfriend.
That's what happens. You're going big shot and monitor. Yeah. Big shots. Well, I'm sorry, Miss O, that you had to miss our. Unfortunately, they always break for commercial right during our funniest comments. It's weird.
Every one of them.
Hey, Retro Bliss Game. What's going on? I watched Retro Bliss Gaming's show last night. It was on opposite of Papa Pete's. And I watched it late last night, actually. And it was pretty cool. He had a panel on. They were talking about life as a YouTuber, the things they go through and stuff. It was really interesting.
That
So
is
go
cool.
check that out. I thought it was cool.
Yeah. That sounds like something that I just watched from why can't I say his name? Beato. Yeah, he played a character on Night Court called, he was the man, and then Daryl Wainwright.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I got no idea. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look up Night Court now because I gotta figure out what all the episodes are because I don't know. I don't know where I are.
That's a nice logo avatar nocturnal missile. Let's see what. Oh yeah, the Snoopy one. Where he's reaching up for a star. That is cool.
I'll tell you what, Selma Diamond was freaking hilarious on that show.
Oh my God, she was so funny.
So good. So good.
She had some great lines.
Yeah, and delivered so well. Not over delivered so that you're like, wow, that could have been funny.
She was really like slow and deliberate with her delivery. It was just hilarious.
Just the guy who owned the newsstand and stuff, and he was just fawning over her. It was one of the Valentine's Day.
Oh, that bald guy, yeah, because they
That
changed. Those people changed hands a few times.
She just that was killing me, man. All of her responses to him and stuff like that.
I just got Peacock, and I'll have to get Netflix. WWE jumped from USA to Netflix. Yeah, it doesn't start till next January, I believe. So you got a full year.
Take it easy. Take it slow.
So I mentioned this, was it yesterday? I think someone said that I guess there are commercials in some Netflix stuff. Do you have to pay to get no commercials now? I
don't know.
Because I was wondering what was going to happen with the wrestling, because it's, it's on for 2 or 3 hours. Does that mean? But I think somebody said the show will be uninterrupted if you pay for no commercials, but then they'll have their regular commercial breaks. Selma Diamond was the voice of Spencer Tracy's wife.
Yeah.
It's a mad, 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 mad world.
So they voiced over her? What? Canceled Netflix, so I pay nothing and get no commercials.
Excellent.
Hey.
Actually, I canceled Netflix too, but we got it back from our phone, I think. T-Mobile. We were using them anyway, but then they had a thing where you can get Netflix for free. And I was like, well, all right, I guess I'll just do that. Get it for free.
Heck yeah.
But I'll have commercials.
No.
That's right. I have Peacock and I have the commercials, and I've got, what is it, Paramount Plus, and I have commercials.
No Disney?
No, I gave them the boot after the first year.
Yeah, I probably ought to give them the boot.
Give them the boot.
Give them the boot.
It's probably a good idea to give all these apps a boot every so often and just re-sign up.
I think that's right.
Around Thanksgiving, Christmas, when they have big deals.
I think that's right. There's
no advantage of keeping them,
Mm-mm.
So,
nope. Oh, on the phone, because that was a character over the phone.
Oh, interesting.
So I see. As their daughter wanted to run away. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
I don't think I've seen it since I was a kid on Channel 11 here locally.
I don't know. Let me check real quick here. It's, you can get it on a 4K Blu-ray.
Really?
Or can you? I don't know. That's one of those things that drives me nuts. Where it's like, oh, you can get it. And then you go, it brings it up, you start typing it in. It says 4K Blu-ray. And then you click on it and it's not. It's, Okay, so I can get it for Blu-ray right now. I'm going to go ahead and order it. So that's a classic comedy right there. You can order it right now on Blu-ray, brand new, for $8.
Miss So has Netflix, Hulu, and Peacock left. Can't afford any more than that. Yeah, I hear you. Well, I just have Peacock and Paramount Plus. I have Netflix. Like I said, I'm getting that for free. I don't have Hulu. That's all I have is and Amazon Prime. But I gotta be honest, I only signed that up for that for the massive amount of shipping.
Mm-hmm. Wow, somebody's selling a used one for $2.
There's a Criterion collection on Blu-ray of It's a Mad, 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 Mad World.
Yeah.
Criterion collection.
Yeah.
My goodness.
From back in 2017.
Huh. I don't see a 4K. I see Blu-ray.
Right. Yeah. When I started typing it in, it brought it up, but then I clicked on it.
I saw that too. Yeah.
So I'm like,
well, here you go. You can, let's see. What's the difference here? You can get it for $27.81, or you can buy, it looks like the same one for $7.97.
well, I don't know that it's the same. This is
same
like
cover. One says multi-format.
Right.
I don't know what
this
that means.
One says it's from 2017, but the multi-format says it's from 2020 or 2020. So it's newer. So I don't know.
What does that mean, multi-format? Like,
usually it means like DVD and Blu-ray.
Almost all of them come with that, though, don't they?
Not all the time. Especially when they're that cheap. They also have the Great Race out there. Then the Russians are coming. And Time Bandits. It's almost a 2-hour movie.
Norman Fell and Don Knotts were in that movie. How long is that movie? Answer: too long. Salvatore, not a fan.
1 hour, 54 minutes.
Look at that. Lance Jennings telling Salvatore what's for.
Ooh.
Wrong answer, Salvatore.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Wait. Steve Vai said recently, Eden and Smile. Oh, wow. Would only work if they could get different singer. So he says it's not likely to ever happen. That is correct. I would never want to go out on tour with David Lee Roth, especially now. There's no way. He can't do it. Shouldn't do it. You know what? Here you go. JW, why don't they go and do that and hire Mike? Let's just do Mike Starr from Steel Panther could do it. Mad World on DVD. Fun movie, says Eep. I like to watch Rat Race as well. It's kind of a similar vibe. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's like a newer version of it, right?
Savage.
Is it really almost 3 hours long?
No, it's 1 hour and 54 minutes.
Lance, there's an extended
version as well. That's like when that reminds me of Justice League. When my nephew goes, "Do you watch the new Justice League?" Wait, there's a new Justice League? He tells me this a couple of years ago. And I was like, wait, there's a new one? And he goes, well, no, it's the original one, but there's 2 more hours. I said, okay, so a piece of shit that I didn't want to watch for 2 hours is now 4 hours. No, I'm not doing it.
What is Salvatore doing with all his racetrack winnings? That's what I want to know.
Absolute classic. They need a director's cut with a full version. So what's the full version? I'm confused.
Is the extended version on the Blu-ray?
It's so
Salvatore's is 2 hours and 54 minutes. I assume that's the
It was 2 hours. This says 1 hour and 54 minutes runtime for the one multi-format that we're looking at.
Wait a
If
minute.
you look at the Blu-ray
Pizza, it's 3 hours
Criterion,
and 22 minutes. What's going on here?
then the
How long is it?
runtime on the Criterion is 2 hours and 43 minutes. So that is the extended version. Wow. That's wow. Does it have an intermission? I wonder. Wait a minute. So it's a Madman. It's 3 hours and 22 minutes. Wait a minute.
This
So
is saying that that Blu-ray, it says the 3 DVD and 2 Blu-ray set is wonderful. The films and extras are duplicated across both formats. Oh, so it's both. You get the original and the extended version.
On that blue multi-format that we were looking at, or is that?
That's what it says. This is the multi-format one for $8. This is one of the reviews for it.
Okay.
I don't know. Guess we'll find out in a few days, huh?
So that means what? We could spend almost 6 hours watching that film. And then we'll call Saboteur
here. What's going on, Anthium?
We'll just have Saboteur over. Come on over. Okay, so multi-format. I might just have to order this. Damn you, go game girl.
Eep likes the Snyder cut better than the original Justice.
Most people do. It's just I can't stand Zack Snyder's work. The two, I said it a million fargan times, the two fastest people in the DC universe, and I have to watch them in slow-mo.
Yeah, I just saw Billy Joel had a new song out, and he's coming to St. Louis this year.
That's right. That's right. Christine just went and saw him in Kansas City. And Sting's going to be here. Stingman, what kind of name is that for a young man?
Miss So likes the Snyder cut as well.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yes, it has an intermission when all characters are facing a major dilemma. Sid Caesar. There's a reason right there to get it. Sid Caesar.
Sid Caesar. It's not just for salad anymore.
And his wife. Oh, man. Okay, this will be good to watch. I think the full version is 2 hours and 54 minutes. Still missing footage.
I want Pete.
Hey, Obsidian Contraption. What is going on?
Okay, so here's what I want. I don't want much. But here's what I want. Oh, a 40th anniversary deluxe of Bon Jovi's first album is coming out, huh? That movie is the last film with the Three
that's
Stooges.
the last movie the Stooges appeared in, huh? Oh, another reason to get this.
IMDb actually says it's 3 hours and 30 minutes.
It's like some kind of time travel movie. It depends on where you watch it.
Well, and it won't take Papa Pete long to figure it out either. He says he's going to check his DVD, which has got to be right behind him somewhere.
All right.
Wherever he is.
Pete's checking. But does his Blu-ray have both versions?
The problem with the intermission is, and it's Madman, is that it interrupts my nap.
Saboteur's brutal tonight.
That is rough, Saboteur. I don't like that either. I think what was the last movie you watched with an intermission, Jeff?
2001 Space Odyssey.
Okay.
That's the only one I've watched. I don't remember any of the movies with a...
Mine was Patton.
English Patient should have had about 3 intermissions, but it had none.
It should have had an intermission right before it started that says leave the room.
Yes. What you're about to watch will bore you.
Go get dinner. Go have a 3-hour dinner and come back.
This movie is so boring, it's going to win an Academy Award.
Because that's what they do. Okay. All I want, I'm finally getting this done. All I want is I just want Pete to pop on with us real quick and read this review of It's a Mad World.
I got a question. Is Atari Fan 72 watching right now? I see you liked our chat on Twitter. If you're watching Atari Fan, send us a comment. I want to hear from you.
Please, please,
And
please.
thanks for the like on there. I appreciate it.
So, yeah.
Ba, 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 ba.
There you go. En français? Yes. Yeah. Pete gets all sexy when he starts speaking French. There you go.
So I love 2001, my favorite movie. 2010, I thought it was okay.
You know, I mentioned this. Did I mention where did I mention this?
Here we go.
I've asked for it.
Ooh la la! Oh,
Papa Pete popping.
I gotta turn off the.
What's up, sexy Pete?
Okay, good. I forgot to turn off my sound on the other leading into it, so we're getting a little reverberation here.
It's Papa Pete Weber. So how long is it, Pete?
On my DVD, it's 2 hours and 41 minutes. There are so many
said.
different versions of this movie, but it's unabridged. It's 3 hours and 30 minutes, right? Like there's a lot of stuff. This is a movie that you could talk about forever because I mean, there's so many people in it. Like what Lance saying was it that the Three Stooges, the last appearance of the Three Stooges as firemen. I mean, look at the names. It's absolutely insane the people that are in this movie. Something else that's really interesting to watch if you want to learn a little bit about this movie is James Rolfe, the Angry Video Game Nerd. It's actually his favorite movie of all time.
Holy cow.
He does shows. He's done a couple episodes where he's talked about it, which is really interesting because, man, there's just so much to talk about, you know?
Jerome, so what aired in the theaters when it first came out? Which version?
Well, I think it was probably some of the fuller versions, you know, but definitely has intermission. And like you have watched more than a full movie before you ever get to the intermission in this one. It's something else, huh? What did you have for me to read?
It's this review from Amazon.
Oh, well, I don't know where that is. I can't see it. You'll have to send it to me.
It says go get. Oh, okay.
There you go, Pete.
There you go.
Oh, 5 out of 5 stars. Une bonne comédie américaine des années 60 revue en France le 30 janvier 2023, verified purchase.
Yeah, let's get down to the meat.
Vérifié, même si le film est long, le rythme est soutenu avec des sacrés effets spéciaux. Les effets numériques n'existaient pas à l'époque. Et des prises de vue d'une définition au taux en ultra panavision, ouais. Et une flop de stars, un flopé de stars, je suis désolé. Et la VF présente sur ses Blu-ray.
And then,
there's more? No.
Wait, what's the last part? That's part of the.
Les
okay,
effets numériques.
I guess that's it. It kind of did it like
okay.
It like did it. Oh, I know what it did. It did it all in one, and then it broke it for the other people. That's
so, how many versions have you heard of, Pete? There's more than 2.
Hey, Coco.
Yeah. I've never heard of a 1 hour and 54 minute version because that would be really condensing it up. But I mean, you could.
That'd be the original version of a Zack Snyder film.
Maybe it's just the first half of the movie.
Crazy friggin' like long version, and yeah, they edit it for everything. They would edit it for TV, they'd edit it for theater, the different Blu-rays. I think what you see here, this 2 hour and 41 minute version, I really think that would be the most common one you're going to see.
Okay,
because the 3 hour 30 version, yeah, it's just there. That's a lot of time. Relax, Coco. So anyway,
wow.
Hey, Relic.
Okay.
Hey, Relic Gamers here. Wow, we haven't seen you in years, I think. Welcome back.
What a coincidence, because the wordle of the day was Relic.
Huh. Yeah, that's right.
Hope I didn't spoil it for anybody.
Way to go, Pete. That'd be just my life. I'd be like, son of a bitch.
Damn you, Papa Pete.
The one day I haven't done it yet.
Now I'm curious what's going to be on that Blu-ray.
Well, I know
Well,
I'm still kind of amazed that it up on top it says it's a multi-format. It's $8, and then you scroll down and it says then it says there's the runtime is an hour and 54 minutes, number of discs 1. Then down below in that review, it's like this 3 DVD, 2 Blu-ray set.
I wonder if they've got the reviews mixed up.
The best extended version that is ever likely to exist. That's got to be that Criterion one.
Oh, gotta be. I mean,
because I think sometimes they mix these reviews up when it's the same.
Yeah,
looks like the same thing. So
now even this says it's 2 hours and 43 minutes, and it says it's 2 discs. I don't know.
Yeah, so we'll see.
you can be rest assured if you're going to get anything that's going to have the most comprehensive version of anything or combination of versions of things, frankly, it's the Criterion collections, because I have the Criterion collection for Brazil. And Brazil is considered to be one of the movies with the most different versions. Brazil and Blade Runner. They're crazy how many different versions were made because they're frankly very deep movies. And not that It's a Mad World is deep. It's not deep as in hard to figure out, but there is so much going on and so many stars doing not only the stars of the show, which there's a dozen or more that could carry a movie on their own, but they have so many cameos to go with it. Look, how many movies do you know that have Norman Fell and Don Knotts in them? That was a good point brought up earlier, right? I mean, that's just a neat little point.
Could be the only one, yeah.
Everybody's in that friggin' movie. Everybody's in that movie, it seems. Stan Laurel is not in that movie. He was asked to do a role in it, like along with everybody else who was a star, but he refused because Oliver Hardy died a few years earlier, and he said he'd never perform again without his sidekick, and he lived up to his promise to his to Oliver Hardy. So Stan Laurel is not in the movie, although there's a spot there where it kind of looks like it's a guy impersonating Stan Laurel. But a little bit.
Maybe it was Dick Van Dyke.
Maybe it was Dick Van Dyke. Speaking of fantastic actors, the next one I'd like to see hit 100.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know,
they chopped up the movie for TV and lost footage. Oh my gosh.
And lost the footage. Wow.
Jeez.
Damn.
All that French, and I thought it was describing a movie with the 3 guys that didn't show up in that kitchen.
That's right. Name 3 guys who have never been in my kitchen.
Never gets old.
Oh.
So yeah, I don't know. This is a mystery. So your DVD says that it has what?
So just have one version?
An all-star cast.
And what's your running time?
Oh, 2 hours, 41 minutes. So this is just the real, what are these plain old MGM DVDs like you used to pick up at Ames or, right? Nothing to it. There's nothing special about this. This is like probably a $10 DVD. Well, probably when I got it, a $20 DVD. But
did you get it at the Cracker Barrel, Pete?
Cracker Barrel? No.
Cracker.
But this is
they always have these random DVDs just sitting there.
Right.
We had a Cracker Barrel, but it was just a locally owned place. It was not a chain.
Well, you have like
the old ones, they used to come like this. You used to buy them, and they'd be double-sided. One side full frame, and one side would be.
That's how I ended up watching the end of Goodfellas, and then realizing, wait a minute, I started on the second half.
Oh, Jack Benny's in the movie. I love Jack Benny.
Yeah, it says Jack Benny is the Stan Laurel part.
Interesting.
There you go. I'm not even sure that this isn't a flipper.
Oh,
it's so long. I don't know. I don't remember. I've watched it, but it's on. I've watched it within the last year because it's one of these things that I'll be sitting and I could be sitting here working on a video and I'm looking for something to put on. Like the other day, I took the day off because I was away all weekend. And I watched like Superman, and I watched Batman Begins, and I watched what's the second Batman movie? But
the Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Oh my God, all three of them, I just love them, and I still to this day, have not watched Batman Rises, what's the
Dark
third
Knight
one?
Rises.
Dark Knight Rises. I still
Yeah.
have not watched that movie.
Wow.
It's weird, but I've watched the other ones umpteen times. It's like I'd like to watch that right now, but it was like 8-9 hours watching with those other ones on, so it was like the day was gone. But this is the kind of movie that you could just throw on and doesn't matter. It's like it just holds you the whole time because the different characters are so fantastic. The fight in the gas station. They're opening up the new gas station. The two guys are great. They're all proud of their new gas station. And two of the characters, Jonathan Winters and another guy, they got a big fight and destroy the gas station. And one of the guys, I always remembered, who has the gas station, mousy looking guy, is Marvin Kaplan, who was the goofball in Alice. The guy who I can't remember what his name was in Alice, but he was one of the customers always at Mel's Diner.
Oh, okay.
And if you see the movie, you'll know exactly who I mean when you see it next time. Lance will know. What's that guy's name in Alice? It was Marvin Kaplan, I think was his real name.
Dark Knight is one of my faves.
Oh, yeah. I got to see now. You're right, Miss. I got to see it. And I can still remember the whole crew here watched it one day. And I had like a ball game or a hockey game to go to or something like that. And I missed it. And I come home just as it was sort of like the last 15 minutes. And I just peeled out of there. So I didn't see it. And I've never watched it since. That was probably 10 years ago or more. Crazy, but just one of those things that is because I don't like putting that movie on. I could watch the one with the Joker, Dark Knight, because I'll sit and work away and I can watch it because I know what's going on. But when this other one, I want to watch it. And I want to sit there, and I can't do that. I can't take the time for 3 hours to sit there because I'm always doing something right here at this desk, right? Working on stuff.
So I just confirmed the comments are the same between these two Mad World.
Yeah, you saw that too?
Yeah, they're the same comments. So obviously the comments must be for that Criterion collection.
Oh, okay.
Which then makes me wonder what the heck's on the $8 one.
Steve Martin. Cool.
And of course, comedy is not pretty.
Nice.
And
there's a lot right there, isn't it? Rob Williams?
Yeah.
Boy, does he ever look different there?
Yep. Reality. What a concept.
Nice.
Buster Keaton.
Yeah, Buster Keaton's in it. Cameos, right? Jimmy Durante, bit of a cameo, but a speaking role.
I also have George Carlin album. I have Occupation Fool.
Occupation Fool. I've got that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I have some you know what? I don't know. It's probably down here because it wasn't in very good condition, if I remember right. I'll check and see if it's up here, but I don't think it is.
Ooh,
I could be wrong. I am wrong. It's right here.
I see your comment, Nocturnal Miss. So I have those keys. Okay.
That's for Jeff.
Where the hell do they go? The Arkham Asylum games were sitting in a pile here
Newhardy's the best.
Forever. Oh, those are beautiful.
Yeah, the button down mine strikes it back. Oh, my vinyl.
I don't think anybody on that list is still alive. Salvador. Oh, excuse me.
I've never played any of the Arkham Asylum Batman games.
I've played a little bit of the very first one, and that's it.
That's me too, Pete. That's me too.
I'm not very good at complicated games. Yes, I get them. Like I figured out Skyrim, and I figured out if I play it enough, of course.
Yeah.
But sometimes I don't like putting in the initial investment of time to get to the point where I feel competent to play it.
Well, yeah. I will constantly go back to when the Wii was our main system, and I bought the ported version of Resident Evil 4 for $30, which I thought was great that I could buy a brand new game for $30, not $60. So I bought it. I get into the third level and I'm dead. dead some more dead again. And I was like, I freaking wasted $30. I'll never make it through this mining area with the rope bridges and the zombies coming. I'm like, that's it. I just wasted my money. Nope. I've beaten the whole thing. And then, then I get to the part where my daughter says, what's that gun? I don't think you have it yet. I'm like, the right hand of God is what I call it. And, and you get to the point where the game's not fun anymore because you have the right hand of God and it kills everything. So,
yeah,
but still fun the first time through with the right hand of God, though. I'll tell you that much.
I agree 100%. Sometimes I don't mind that at all. It's just, okay, now I can do whatever I want to do.
Right. It's a big middle finger to every.
I don't like complicated games either. There's already been some games I went to play and I looked at the controls scheme. There's like, they use like pretty much every, like all 16 buttons. I'm like, you're out of your mind. I'm not playing this. I don't have time to memorize all these buttons.
That's just it. The learning curve is too steep. Doesn't mean I'm not saying I can't learn it, but I'm not going to sit there long enough to learn it.
Right. Well, and you hear my big thing is all I hear are, when somebody has something nice or good and they complain about it, like if somebody has a pool and they hate taking care of it and they bitch about it.
Yeah.
But they're happy they have a pool. I'm like, are you sure you want to get a pool? Really? Because all I do is hear you bitch about it.
If you don't want to do the work, don't get a goddamn pool.
I'm just like,
right?
What'd you say?
If you don't want to do the work to maintain it, don't get a pool.
Right.
Yeah, so that's going to be part of the decision, right?
Who's still alive from the movie?
That's what I'm thinking too. I'm looking at the cover here right now.
Oh, Mad.
Lance was throwing out a puzzler here.
Were there any babies in the movie?
Well, it ain't Ethel Merman because Ernest Borgnine knocked her off, didn't he?
Wow. Damn.
See, Salvatore said, are any of those people still alive? I think most of them died by intermission. Salvatore.
Shit.
Oh, boy.
During Zack Snyder's Justice League. Still enjoy point and click games as far as exploring mysteries, etc. Guess it depends on the game. There are older games I consider harder than modern games. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm with you, Pete, when it comes down to like, especially like, and what really sucks is I want to play these games. I want to be in this world, like Assassin's Creed. But when it comes to Assassin's Creed, I'm like, bite me. I just want to kill everybody. I don't want to do the special for these people. You have to walk through like this. For these people, you have to pass by like this. And I'm like, wait, was it yellow, green, blue? What? I don't. What?
I hear you.
But I'll tell you what game was cool is that new Prince of Persia game. That looks really good.
Was it you? Oh, okay.
I don't have it. It's an Ubisoft game, so I'm gonna wait. 3-4 months, then it'll be $20. So I'm not buying it for 60 or whatever it is.
So how was the first game?
I don't think so. This Prince of Persia is a side scroller like the original.
Okay. Yeah. With the jumping?
Yeah. So I'm pretty excited about it.
As I saw, I think I saw a Prince of Persia.
I heard a guy at work once complain about having to drive to his vacation house after work.
What?
Wait a minute. What? Where's his vacation house? I mean, is it
That's
that close to his home?
That's when you tell him, well, why don't you just friggin' stay there then?
People that complain.
I complain all the time about everything. I mean, mostly about Stu, but still, I mean, there's a time and a place.
I know, but if you're gonna, I'd rather you complain about me than I know you're not complaining about somebody else.
There you go. Thief. Are you talking about the really old game or a newer one? I'm not even sure.
I've watched Thief. I have the soundtrack.
I have Stop Thief, the old arcade, the old board game.
Oh,
Where did
yeah.
you get that Darkula game from? It's not on Steam. Let's see.
There you go. The Xbox version.
All right, here you go, JWD. If you go to locomalito.com, there's like 17 games plus, I think, a bunch of other small games. But you can download it from there, and it's free.
Great games. That was a lot of fun last week.
Yeah, that guy makes some really good games.
And you heard from him. We're going to
Yeah.
comment from him anyway.
He turned down the offer to be on the show. He said he's too
Oh.
shy, and he said his English isn't very good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I get that. It's
Yeah, no.
that is a
You
struggle
know.
when you're being interviewed in a language that is not your native language.
Well, can we just learn Spanish? And
Well, it's just that would be hard. That would be hard. That's if I went on somebody's channel in French, I wouldn't know really what they were saying around me. Right? I would pick up enough to be dangerous.
well, you know, it takes me back though. I was just kidding, but of course, it does take me back to the courtship of Eddie's father when what's her name?
Mrs. Livingston.
Mrs. That's what I thought. I was going to say that, and I'm like, is that right? Anyway, when she says something in Japanese to Bill Bixby, and he's like, I'm sorry, I don't know what you said or something. She says, well, maybe if you go to a class and learn like I do for 3 hours many times a week, then you would know the language. I was like, fuck yeah, that's boop. That's
I never even thought about it as a kid, but and I don't remember on the show, but I assume Mrs. Livingston was married. I mean, Mrs. Livingston, and Livingston's not exactly a Japanese name, so I assume she's married
I think she was married. I think the husband passed.
God, what a
Because-
dark story there for.
Because there were inklings along the way that like
So they never explained it?
Huh?
They never really explained what happened to Mrs. or
Well, he may have died in the war. And so I because I think there was moments where it was like, well, why don't you guys, you know what I mean? So it was, you know,
poor Mrs. Livingston.
but that was that may have been very early on so that they could get rid of that idea, you know. Just played Thief, Deadly Shadows.
I don't know that game, Anthony.
Okay, so there you go. Okay, so that was the third one. All right. Is Bill Bixby the best Bruce Banner? Yes.
Oh, he's excellent. I like that. That was a great show.
Yeah. Bill Bixby was fantastic.
That's the one I just showed you. Anthem, Deadly Shadows, right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's the one he was talking about.
Yeah, the first I
Very
played
good.
was Deadly Shadows. Yeah.
So
No, it
that's
was-
the third installment of that game
the
series.
original one was just Thief.
Okay.
Like for the PC, it was a first-person shooter. Only it was first-person shooter stealth with a knife and maybe an arrow or something, you know. But it was. I can remember being in the magazines and stuff. Quite interesting because I mean, where everybody's used to Doom and at that time Wolfenstein 3D and stuff like that. Quake, bang, 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 blow them away, and then all of a sudden you had this Thief one where you're sneaking around trying to get people, but it was the same game engine, right?
Yeah.
Very interesting. 96, 97, I'd say it started. One of these games that you could probably get it on Galaxy Games or Good Old Games, or what does GOG stand for anyway?
I thought it was
GOG.
Good Old Games, isn't it?
It used to be, yeah, I think it is just Good Old Games.
I think so.
I don't know why I thought Galaxy Games. Anyway, Good Old Games because I
Maybe
love
think
that.
Maybe
Well,
think Twin
Galaxy of Games. I mean,
It's all it makes these old DOS games playable, right? Like that's like Privateer. I'm having a blast just because I can play the stupid thing without jumping through hoops trying to get DOS to work.
So how are you playing it, Pete?
I'm playing it from Good Old Games.
You can actually play through their website.
Well, I mean, I bought it from them, but you know what I paid? Like, I bought the entire Wing Commander friggin' library for like $20. So I have all the games. Like, you could probably go on there and buy that Privateer right now. I bet you if you waited for it to be on sale, you probably get it for $3.
But it's not like Steam where you play it through that site, though, right?
Kind of, it is.
Really?
If it
I didn't
is.
know that.
Oh yeah, I like Good Old Games much better. They've got like Diablo and Warcraft 2, the original Warcraft, which I'd rather play Warcraft 2. But all kinds of classic games like that. They're all the Might and Magic series, which I played through Might and Magic 6 way back too, like not as far back as Privateer. I was living here when I played it, but that was quite an adventure and quite a investment of time playing through Might and Magic 6 actually too.
Is Privateer, is that 80s or 90s?
93.
What is the premise of that game?
Of Wing Commander Privateer? Well, set in the Wing Commander universe, and you are just this lone privateer out trying to make money and build up a ship, and you can buy and sell commodities at the different types of installations. And you can also do missions, and there's different kinds of missions where the scouting out nav points or bounties on certain enemies, collecting bounties, or carrying goods from one place to another. And then it's all set up in a big world with where you have a system like a solar system, okay, let's say, which might have 2 or 3 or less, or probably no more than 2 or 3, like agricultural planet and a couple of mining planets or something like that. That's where you start. But there's in each quadrant, there's probably 10 to 15 of these systems, and then there's 4 different quadrants, and then the main part of the Wing Commander universe is off at different sections, like the military bases, Perry Naval Base, and by the end of this game, you also will follow a plot line to go through a certain series of events, and frankly, you have to spend a lot of time playing the game to build yourself up to even the point where you can start to do the plot line.
Well, see, now that seems like a complicated game.
It does, but it's a flight simulator with lots of different keys on the keypad. But I mean, I use my joystick, one button for the guns. I'm not even trying to map like my missiles and stuff to the joystick. So it is fairly complicated, yes, but it's not like a controller. When you have a controller in your hands like this with 16 buttons to manipulate, it's different than hit the enter key to fire your missile.
Right.
Or you want to see your enemy in your screen? Hit E. You want to see your destination? Hit D. Like, it all sort of makes more sense the way it was laid out at the time.
Right.
So if I map that all to my joystick, yeah, you probably could, but then it would be much more difficult than just using the keyboard in my mind.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Anyway, that's the premise of the game. So it's really an open world game. But the neat part about it is one of the very first CD-ROM games is one of the very first games that ever had speech and the excellent music the whole time.
It was an interesting time period when games were coming out on CD and everything was kind of changing. Yeah. Better music, voice.
This one was released on floppy disk as well. You just didn't have the music and the voices in it. So, right. It was that era where CD was enough of a fringe thing that they wouldn't do the release with just a CD version because you cut profits. There's too many people out there who would want to play it on floppy disks. So you'd have a 40-pound box with like 8-10 floppy disks in it.
Pete, you were a big PC gamer in the 90s, right? Didn't you play a lot of games?
Well, we did, because like I said, over at my brother-in-law's, like, he was into it, and he kept a computer running. Like, he played this, and then he played like Wing Commander 3, and he dumped $1,000 in 1994 or 5 money into his PC to play it. So he was always playing games, and he played games right until about 2010. He got an Xbox 360 and used to play that quite a bit. But he's been gone almost 10 years now, but he played games right up till he really couldn't anymore. You know, he loved them, and we had tons of PC games. I've got a bag actually right in there, and I wish all the boxes for his PC games used to come out and go upstairs into a back room, and basically they just throw it into a bag, and they were there forever. And about 3 or 4 years after he passed away, my sister said, "I'm getting rid of all that stuff," and I already threw out the boxes. I said, well, I'll take the discs. I mean, it was too late to get the boxes, but it would have been neat to have, because now those are very cherished now too. But I've got a big bag of games right there. Yeah.
Pete, how about this? Papa Pete in the 90s, a whole new series where you play PC games.
Well, there you go. I guess that's what Privateer is starting, right?
I think that'd be good.
It's not like it in television game where you can play a game and 15 minutes later it's like, oh great, that was fun. These things are investments in time too for the good ones. Like, if you want to play Wing Commander 2 or Wing Commander 2, Wing Commander 2, Warcraft 2 or something like that. I mean, that can be 20 hours of videos pretty easy. Right? So, but yeah, I love it. I love it. That's why I'm trying this Privateer. It's not getting great views, but people like it. I get lots of good comments on it about how much, I remember this game. I loved it back then. I'm going to play it again. I've had a lot of people tell me they've started playing, like half dozen or more people have told me I picked it up. I started playing again since I've been watching.
Have you been able to tell from the live show or comments? Are a lot of people watching this? You said you don't get as many views, but is it like new people?
I think it's different people. Yeah, looking for it. It's a lot of the same are watching it because it's neat. It's different. It's kind of like the thing. If I was following a channel and they did this, I would probably watch quite a bit. But it would be something that if I was going to watch an hour-long episode, because that's why I try to make them not much longer than an hour. And some of them are like 45 minutes, or something like that. It would be something I'd put on while I'm doing something else. I'm not going to sit there for 45 minutes and watch this episode, right? But then it will get your attention now and again because something's going on. And it'd be neat to learn. I actually
look for YouTube videos like that, like long videos that I can play while I'm doing something else. Yes. I mean, I go out looking for those sometimes, and there's not a ton out there. I mean, everyone tries to keep their videos to, 15 minutes or so. And sometimes I just want to hear somebody talk about something for like an hour
and I agree with that rationale to keep the videos shorter, like the 10 to 15 minutes for a lot of things, but that's not kind of the purpose of this series. So
yeah, I have some of my favorite ones. They have these hour and a half, 2 hour, some of them are like 3 hours, and then sometimes they'll just break off a piece or two, and they'll have that out there.
Do you have this game, Pete? Or is it a game? Maybe it's a movie.
Honest of Phobos, I do not. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that one. I'm not a super friggin' knowledgeable person on them, but I mean, there was a lot of games back in the 80s or back in the 90s that I really loved. I'm grabbing that stupid bag now just for my own.
All right. JWD has that game, Leather Guys. All right. So what's the deal here? And now that Salvatore mentioned, I do remember this. Why was Bill Bixby's character a different name?
I don't know. I don't know.
He was supposed to be the same guy, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's so weird. Why would you change the name?
It's contractual or something. I don't know.
Bill, you look more like a David.
You're
David.
Bruce just isn't you.
Infocom games were awesome. Yeah, they're pretty beloved. What is this here, Pete?
The bag of games.
That's awesome.
The bag of games. B-17.
Oh, this is interesting with that.
Oh.
Halo for the PC Crush box.
Do you have some that are just boxes and no games?
This is all just CDs, basically.
And where did you get these?
These were my brother-in-law's games.
Oh,
like when I found out my sister had thrown out all the boxes, I said, "Don't throw out the CDs. I want them." And she brought them over and left them here. And again, it's kind of difficult play. Heroes of Might and Magic 4. Panzer Commander. It's hard to get a lot of these to play in a modern day computer, right? Dungeon Siege. Panzer General. What's this one? Homeworld.
Huh.
Right? This is what I said about this is kind of cool. I did videos before where I say this is great because you know you're old when you can do your own unboxings, things that you put away and you open them up and you have no idea what's in them. Oh, this is interesting.
I got several boxes like that downstairs, Pete.
There you go.
Wow.
2142 Battlefield. I have no. This will be a newer one because I mean it's in the plastic case, right? Oh, look at this. Didn't know that was there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sweet. We have that for the.
There are some boxes in here. Neverwinter Nights for the Forgotten Realm.
I remember seeing that all the time at like Software Plus or Software, etc.
Age of Empires 3. Battlefield Vietnam. You got a space and stacking here.
I see Pee Wee Herman back there.
Close Combat.
One
of the original fighting games from Microsoft. Ooh, Star Wars Rebellion.
There you go.
What's this one? Real War, Air, Land, and Sea. Blitzkrieg. I have no idea. Oh, Populous, The New Beginning.
Huh.
Empty case.
Is that a slim case?
Holy cow, I got books here now, too. There's a book for pirates. Age of Empires 3. I had like something like the Steel Panthers. I remember that was a good game too. Stuff like this. This was his original copy that we had back in the day too. I've shown it many times. But I had this already because he had given it to me, and I sort of really wanted it because it was such a special game to me. I also thought I had Wing Commander 3, Wing Commander 4, and I'm going to be quite honest. I think I sold the Wing Commander 4 many moons ago, which I kick myself in the butt now. But anyway, yeah. Oh, those were great games. Pool of Radiance, the new versions. I remember playing those over there too.
JWD wanted to know if you have 4D boxing.
4D boxing. I don't know. I don't believe so. Oh, I love these games too. Command and Conquer games.
Oh, yeah.
All those are fantastic. There's a lot that I've taken out. There's the Pirates disc. I've got another pile of CDs here.
Lord.
American Conquest. Oh, Civilization. Oh, 2. That's just a scenario disc for Civilization 2. There's Civilization 2 as well. The regular disc and the scenarios disc. Here's a classic, Half-Life.
Oh, yeah.
And then what's that one? Something Blockade. Operation Blockade. You like war games?
I'm starting to think that there's somebody down below your desk with a box of stuff, and they keep pushing it up through the bag.
They do. Rock Band Manager. I don't know that one.
Sim game 90s. Huh.
I don't even know what this says. I guess upside.
Kenneth Johnson
Shogun,
made the
Total
statement that he
War.
made changes to make the series more believable and not to cause people comic
Rise
series.
of Nations. Age of Empires 2. Oh, we've talked about this game before, Jeff.
You're out.
Red Baron 2.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, there's a Red Alert. One of the expansion discs for Red Alert 2. Oh my God, I loved Red Alert. And I'll be quite honest, they're probably those games are somewhere else, the Red Alert games, because those were there, the Warcraft games, they're out. That's about it for this bag. Because basically I only left in here sort of stuff that I didn't want out at the time.
Now, is that just part of your PC games or all of them?
Well, that would be this bag is probably stuff. Anything that I really wanted. I have no idea, frankly, where they are right now. I got to find them. But I pulled a lot of stuff out of this bag and like stuff that like the Warcrafts, the Command and Conquers, Wing Commanders were all taken out of this bag. And I don't know if it's a sequel to the arcade because I only knew it on the Commodore 64 and the PC, Salvador, Wing Commander. Or Red Baron. I think it's a sequel to that one, but neat game. Red Baron was flying the Sopwith camels and World War I air fighting. It was really interesting. It was just different. He didn't have any missiles.
Did you miss them? Did you missile the missiles?
I'm putting this right away now so I don't leave it out here in the hole.
Wow, of anybody. Wow, Ross Valerie has a new song. Who's he doing that with? I just bumped into a couple of new bands today. I forgot to mention the second one, though, on my show earlier. I found out about Leviathan Project. According to Stan Lee and Lou Ferrigno, it was because Bruce sounded too gayish. Huh. Because that came out when? Did the Hulk come out in 77?
Try Warbirds on Atari. Oh, it's on Atari 50. Oh, excellent.
Uh, 78. So I was going to say, maybe because of the.
Yeah, I watched the Hulk every week.
Yep. It's instrumentals. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. That
77 to 82.
Lynch and I mean, what JW? What is going on with Pilsen? I need to try to get a hold of him because they were wheeling him out onto the stage with Foreigner, and he was sitting for the show. Thinking the Hulk action figure came out like a year before the show. He had purple shorts. I mean, I had a Hulk Mego. And again, I would like to have some of those. I would really love to buy some of those, but I am not paying $30.
Is that number 4, Pete?
That would be, third or fourth. Yeah.
Fourth. Yeah, because I just watched an 89 and that was number 2. Unless they skipped a year.
They didn't skip it a year. Please rewind tape. Just that, but that's coming up this weekend, man. That's I think I like this pay-per-view better than WrestleMania. I
watched the first 2 and I loved them.
Yeah.
There's just something about those old wrestlers in the 80s. I mean, there were such characters. I mean,
now, which one did you see? Go by winner. Was it the one Big John
Studd
Studd one or the one Hacksaw one?
Both. Hacksaw Jim Duggan won the first. And what I noticed about that one is Jim Duggan was by far the most popular wrestler that night. I mean, the crowd was going crazy anytime he did anything. I remember him being popular, but he was overshadowing
They went crazy when he did either his punch or his clothesline.
Yes. Or when he would just make that weird sound. Yeah. And then by the second one, everybody had these like foam Jim Duggan, Hacksaw Jim Duggan 2x4s in the crowd.
Oh yeah.
What a great idea.
Absolutely. Nothing better than seeing a bunch of people with foam 2x4s in the stands wail the living bejesus out of each other.
Yeah. I love seeing John Studd too. God, that guy was so big.
Yes. Yeah.
I noticed in that one, you know how John Studd, he would walk over the top rope like Andre.
Yeah.
And Greg Valentine said that Andre hated him for that. He said, "I'm the giant. I'm the only giant. I'm the only one that should do that." But in that Rumble Royal or the Royal Rumble, Andre was in it too, but he went under the top rope when he came in, which I've never seen him do before. I don't know if that was a physical issue, because I know you're talking 89. He was in bad shape in WrestleMania 3. That was what, 85?
87.
87. So
yeah. By 89, he was in rough shape.
You could tell him
very, very rough shape.
You could tell him wrestling. It was yeah, like this. There should be
That's great.
Father / Hulk combination show. Maybe a dream sequence or something.
Salvatore, I'm gonna pass my I'm passing my duties on to you because why can't I type in? I thought I could type into the chat in this one. I can't.
Lance, that was the second one. I just watched that one. Oh, wait a minute. I started watching the third one, but they haven't wrestled yet.
I still think they should do that and have that moment when you see Mrs. Livingston going, Mr. Edison, you would not like me if I was angry.
Oh yeah, it's time. Oh,
It is. And you know
That
what?
was-
I was just, I don't know if anybody has checked it out, but Old English Humor. Has anybody heard of that? It's a website.
mm-mm.
And they do comedy spoofs or whatever. And the one that still makes me laugh, I just listened to it the other day, and I've listened to it a few times, showed it to a coworker yesterday. Just the Breakfast at Tiffany's is hilarious. I just think it's wonderful. So it's a play on of the big Deep Blue Something song.
That's pretty cool.
So check it out. It is hilarious.
So tomorrow night I'm going to be playing Lunar Lander Beyond, the demo. I finally got it to work. It's a pretty cool game. I think people are going to like this when it comes out.
Cool.
I'll be playing that, and I'll probably cut it short by at least 15 minutes because then I got to get time to set up for bowling on Papa Pete's channel.
The
Striker.
Intelligent Vision Bowling League.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Should be.
And next Wednesday, Pete, what do you have coming up now? Besides that, yeah.
I'm working away at stuff.
Okay.
I was working on a pickup video today. I've been having a hard time getting my pickup videos out, but I ended up doing some elaborate editing here at the beginning because there's a bit of stuff to go with it. So I'll have a pickup video out before long. I'm going to keep doing more privateers because they're fun, and other stuff too. I don't know. As I get stuff out, I'll get stuff out. But
I know.
that's good.
I got a whole list I went over with Jeff the other day. I'm like, I gotta.
And Ferg, we're gonna have Ferg on next Tuesday, Jeff and I. So that's gonna be really
really
good. Ferg from the Atari 2600 Game by Game podcast. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Very interesting.
Wow.
Michael Hayes, that rumor may have come from me because I did a video about how the demo just disappeared, and it still disappeared for me, but I found a way where if I just go to the folder where the actual game is on my hard drive, I can just double click it and play it from there without having to play it through Steam.
Very cool.
So hopefully it works. It's been working. So yeah, so I'll be playing that tomorrow night. Then Pete's channel bowling, and that'll be a good end to the week.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, that's it. We're out.
All right.
Thank you for having me stop in.
Go.